Today is the day 19 of my 110 days She Maverick challenge, and I'm sitting in front of my favorite piece of furniture in our household. It's an IKEA, I don't know what it's called. They don't make them anymore. And we have, this is a tall version, and we have like a horizontal version, which we couldn't bring up to the bedroom, to my absolute distraughtness. And I just love it. I love the color, I love the naturalness of it. I love the fact that there are no handles as such, just holes. So you just literally put your hand in there and pull the drawer out. They're deep. And I don't know, whoever this is IKEA and says it's like crap, well, some of it can be, I suppose, but this kind of stuff, I love it. And so what I want to talk about today for my 19th day challenge is old people on YouTube, like myself. And I say old facetiously and kind of tongue-in-cheek because A, I don't feel old whatsoever, and I don't think I am. I don't think 51 is old anymore at all. In fact, this is the year I'm starting my the best chapter of my life yet. And but because I'm on YouTube, it's kind of my main platform for social media in terms of content. Like I love YouTube the most in just like following people, love what they're sharing, what they're talking about, and rarely do I find anyone 30 plus that I like, so that it's done kind of professionally. And by professionally, I mean just kind of with the purpose, with the message that like it's been thought out. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, with the purpose. Like, so they set out the intention is to produce certain kinds of videos on certain kinds of topics they're passionate about personally and all that. And then they're serious about producing their content and what they do, which is what I kind of don't want to do, and not because I just want to be different for the sake of it, but because I'm experimenting with a different way that feels more aligned to me, which is this whole thing about attracting audiences, or rather playing to the audiences, or like asking them what they want and then you provide content. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not saying it's bad or good. I mean, I might have some thoughts on that more kind of articulated at another point in time. But what I'm saying, where I was going with this is that my favorite channels are, I don't know the people's age, but I would imagine they're in their 40s or like late 30s and early 40s. And, but like I say, the more professional ones, and I'm not going to be bringing them here at this point in terms of recommendations or anything, just because I just love the clean feel and look of my place here, my channel at the moment, with no subscribers, and I don't think there are any views. I just say this occasionally, and I just love it. It's kind of like uninterrupted and not infected, unpolluted, not unintrusive space, or not intruded on anyway. So these people are, like I say, in their mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, and there's something about life experience that I love. Gives substance. Not that the younger generations. In fact, I follow some very young ones, and for some good. Well, this is the thing. There's lack of life experience behind them. However amazing they are, however wise and clever and smart they are, and so many. I mean, I think just that's a blanket statement for the generation, or rather many generations that are in their teens or 20s, and possibly even early 30s, but early, like very early 30s, are the ones I'm referring to, the ones that actually don't find enough substance in. That's what I mean. And it's only because, like I say, there's something too youthful about them, and but the beauty of them is that they're so beautiful to look at. I don't mean that they're, pretty or whatever that means, but just some kind of, there's that kind of innocence and beauty in youth, just for being youth. So visually they're probably, and they, I think, care much more about visuals. I think, but no, I haven't done. This is not like a extensive survey I've done on YouTube, but so you watch them, or rather, when I watch them, it's just visually mesmerizing. They're really, it's like they're proper producers, film producers, so many of them, and it's just mesmerizing to watch the sort of scenery, the um, and them in it, and it's just beautifully done. But the content often lacks that depth and substance and meat, to kind of chew on. Where with the older audience, older producers, older rather content creators, right? That's probably the word. Oh, I just love this. There's something so real. No, yeah, there is something so real about them, and so substantial. That's a better word. So, and then I was recently looking for like 60 plus or something, 50 even or something, and I found a couple of nice channels, but nice as in like they feel genuine. They feel more like they actually, I don't know how to put this, not too polished. So that's the kind of thing I always find at the end just kind of grinds on me when it's like a production, it's too polished. And definitely the younger ones definitely have that nailed. And but possibly because they're young, maybe there is something still in that polishness that's somehow palatable to me. But when it's older, I find, yeah, the polishness, the polished look is just a bit too businessy, a bit too money-making machine or something. Not that they're necessarily making money, I don't know, but I'm just talking look and feel. And but those couple of ones that are older ladies, they were all women, which is kind of where my interests are anyway. Hence She Maverick, because the whole feminine or female part of my persona is a big piece of life's work for me in this lifetime. And they're not that polished, and that's why I like them. They feel real in that sense, like genuine. And not that the others are not genuine, but they're kind of, I don't know, they're doing it for their pleasure, I suppose, most, and kind of enjoying what they do. And there was that sense. But still, the themes and topics were too much into beauty and just not of interest to me. So sadly, I just don't follow them because I'm not interested in the content. But yeah, I just would like to see where this She Maverick goes, and just because one of my big themes, or rather big dreams, well, it's not a dream really, it's what I'm working towards, is to show the world, not the world, just people who need to be shown this, who need to be encouraged, in addition to walking alone and, separating yourself from everything that's too sticky. So you clean up your act, essentially. But to start doing that at the age of 50, I mean, the cleaning up, no. Well, my case is from my 30s, I've been cleaning my act up. And it's just a work in progress. It's never, the job is never done. So that's not what I mean, starting at 50 to do that work. Not that I'm saying it's better ever than ever. But starting a business, I have another business and I would love to, but it's again early days. I've started a few times in the past, and for various reasons I'm not going to go into here, I've brought it, packed it in, or just removed it or stopped it or whatever from platforms where I used it. But I would love to do business my way, and it's really, I'm not seeing anyone doing it yet that way, and that's the point of the Maverick, to do it like no one else has done it. So that's gonna be my big theme, big goal. It's one of the biggest objectives or goals or visions I'm working towards, and that's the kind of channel I'm essentially, to come back to the beginning of all of this, the younger content creators and older content creators, and neither are ticking the boxes that I want. I prefer older because of the substance I feel behind the life experience and what they share. And I love them. I love a few of them, absolutely love. I'm like binge watching every time I'm like taking breaks or whatever. And they change, actually. They'll go through different themes, and it's, yeah. So I have a couple now, one man and one woman. One woman, I think they're in their 40s. possibly early 40s. I can see the wrinkles and beautiful faces. Anyway, so, and I'll probably move to another one, but I'm just kind of like conscious of that sense that there are too many, there are not maybe enough older generation, older content creators that I would love to, you know, learn from, and just not even learn from, just be part of, you know, that energetic field of theirs, and their wisdom and their life experience and all the rest, and just their energy. I love it. So yeah, so I want to be one of them is basically what I'm saying. But I'm none of them are doing business the way I want to do it, and I get that what I want to do might just actually be impossible. Well, possibly not. I don't know. I really am pushing the envelope there in my theory. I haven't yet started doing it properly, but it's going to be a big goal for the next well, till I've completed it, till I delivered it. So okay, and oh yeah, and this shirt I bought somewhere very cheap somewhere, whatever, a few years ago, and never wore it because it's just a bit no. But I love the colors. I just love the colors. So I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna just like turn it into a what's the word when you kind of, for not posterity, but something like that. Just like, this is it. Like this is, it's always gonna be in this video. And so I, you know, I wore it, and I can always look back on it. And it's not actually good material, hence being cheap. But yeah, the colors. I mean, the orange, the kind of dark salmon, the ochres. Here, like a all reddish brown, black, obviously, kind of cream white. Oh, just love it. Okay, so that was day 19. See you tomorrow.